Hi friends, this is Donna with AK Gal Stamps. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Springfield, Ohio. I'm coming to you on this snowy day from my craft room. I had some card classes this week and I thought I would share these cards so you can make them along with me. I'm using a lot of new product. This is Timeless Plaid, and it is out of the new Spring Mini. Let's see where it is. It's right here. So we're going to be making this mini slimline, but it's in this wonderful Storybook Moments suite. So I finally bit the bullet, and on my next order I am getting this bundle with all the little critters in it. But yeah, I really love the paper. I got all the paper, and I'm doing a paper share with all of it. So we are going to start working on that card. We've got 4 to do today, so this is going to be a longer video. But you can just cruise on through things, you know, when you're ready to go. But I'm glad you stopped by. So we're making this mini slimline. I try and always make one more masculine card. So this is what we're going to do. So you are going to need some paper. I got all that. Put that over here. So your base needs to be a slimline that is 6 by 6.5, and on the 6.5 you score at 3 1/4. So there's my base. Let's give that a nice burnish. And then I have 2 white pieces that are 5 3/4 by 3. One will be on the front and one will go on the inside. And I'm going to do a little bit of a different thing with this, that I'm going to emboss this. So you've got, everybody got 4 pieces of cardstock, or I mean 4 pieces from that plaid paper, and you just need to adhere it on here, but use a different panel each time. So all you got to do is do one side and then the other. Okay, easy peasy. You just need a slim border. So we are going to do that. Put that in there. Just need a little bit of a border, not a lot of one. Of course, you could do all the same pieces and make it just look more of a scenic kind of look. So after you adhere this down, I mean, you could be done. You could just be putting it on the front of your card, make it a quick card. But those who know me know I do like embossing folders. So I would recommend embossing it. And I'm going to do that this time. And we'll put that right there. Like that. Let's bring that up just a little bit so it's a little more straight. And I am going to use the Dots embossing folder. So we will take that over to my Big Shot. If I can get this open. Man, my skin is just so dry with the winter. So we'll put that there. Now, do you like simple cards? Do you like fancy folds? Or do you like techniques? Or do you like it all? I mean, I do like it all. And I love using scrap for scrap cards. That's always fun. This is an embossing folder that you don't have to get straight. So there is that. I wonder what would happen if I took my... Could I get some of it more distressed? Oh yeah. Make it a little bit more distressed. Let's try that. I was just curious. I thought, okay, that gives that a little bit more of a distressed look. And that needs to be glued right on here. I do recommend using liquid glue when you have an embossing folder because it gets into all the little crevices and can help adhere it a little bit better. That's just something that I learned. I kind of like that. I like that, how that kind of gave that a distressed look. For the sentiment, I was going to use a piece of scrap, but I think I need a little bit longer one than what I have left. So let us see, let us see. No, that's not long enough either. Oh, I think I just need to cut a piece. How about that? I recommend 3/4 of an inch, starting with 3/4 of an inch by 6 inches. So this strip will work great. And I am using the Sweetly Scripted, which is an online exclusive. They still have that. This one has all these great sentiments, speedy recovery, like that. But I'm going to do a happy birthday because I always need birthday cards for guys. This fits in a really nice thin envelope that they sell them anywhere. Walmart, I'm sure Walmart has this size too. And I'm using Night of Navy, or Misty Moonlight, sorry, Misty Moonlight. That's my color today. And we will just put this kind of in the center here, hopefully. I think I went crooked. Yeah, I did go a little crooked. Luckily, it's got another side. Isn't that wonderful? Two-sided paper. Who came up with that idea? Okay, now let's try this again. See if we can do it straight. Oop, upside down. Hopefully that worked. Okay, that is better. Oops, knocking stuff off my desk. Just want to take a little bit off, give it a little pizzazz. And I should have, I thought I had, yes, a blending brush. Let's get a little bit of ink. And we will just put that on there. Okay, there's that. Put that over the side because I'm going to be doing the inside of the card in just a second. Put that over there. Now I am going to put a little adhesive. Let me wipe this off. So, and this is what I do. I just, let's dry this off. Okay. I want to put a little adhesive on this so that I can I'm going to put this on dimensionals, but I want to put some ribbon on here. This is Misty Moonlight. It's not ribbon, it's twine. I don't want to do a bow per se. I'd rather just have like a, I don't know if it's a faux bow. Not sure about that. So this, just need to start that. Like this. This is what I would do. This is how I would do this. And I'm not carrying the tail on one side, so I don't want to carry it on the other either. So I'm just going to cut that off. Oop, it's sticking to my finger. Okay, so we have this, and this will go right here. I'll use some dimensionals to pop it up. hopefully this doesn't have too much pizzazz for a guy. Oops, excuse me. Bump my camera. Okay. So let's do that. This card is 6 inches long, so there's that for the front, and I'm going to use these adhesive back sparkle gems. And I am going to use my pick tool, take your pick, and I think I'm going to use gold this time to go with the brown kind of in that. I'm not sure, whoops, if these are in the online exclusives. I can't remember, because I think they were, but I'm not positive. But that kind of gives a little pizzazz to that. Hopefully it's not too much. Okay, so let's put some things away. Get them out of my hair. It's snowing here in Ohio, go figure. I am using this day to celebrate. This is a free stamp set in our celebration. If you spend $60 in product, you can pick an item out of the celebration catalog. And if you don't have one, reach out to me. I'll send you one. I'll send you a mini and this, but this is a nice stamp set to send for all kinds of things. But it has a happy birthday, but I wanted that one more. So I am going to do All Day Your Way. So we'll put that in there. And Misty Moonlight. That's probably my favorite blue. And where did I put it? There it is, right here. So let's get this kind of straight here. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay. All Day Your Way. Okay. I'm gonna clean that up. Got that clean. Let's clean this happy birthday. That's good. Okay, now I think I am going to use, this is what really sold me, this little stamp set. This little stamp, I mean, this is just cute. I think it's really cute. So, I don't want it really dark. There. So there's that. And I think that will finish off our card. Of course, if you're like me, you could want to do the edges of this too. Give it a little bit more color. There's a hair. That's definitely not mine. You know, and if you get ink on your card that you're working on, it's not going in the right place, just find a small little image. This one has like splatter, like a splatter look stamp. You could totally put that, cover an item, you know, that you don't want where it is. Sometimes that's all it takes. Okay, so we'll take these, put these all back. But this is a free set. So if you, and when you order 60 from me, you are going to get some embellishments. You will get card kits, and you'll get a point. And each $50 for a point, when you get 10 points, you get a free stamp set. Any stamp set that we carry, you get. So I will let you know, because I would notify you. And you can find me also on AK Gal Stamps on Facebook, and you can send me an email if you need a catalog. Or go on Messenger, where my Facebook page is AK Gal Stamps, and let me know. I only ask that you order from me. So we'll put this in, and this card will be done. Now, normally, if it's not a 6 by this size card, I would cut a strip of DSP and put it on the envelope. But I don't. This is 6 by 6 paper, and this envelope is a little bigger. So actually, I am going to get that stamp set out and decorate it. And we need to just decorate this, right? Let's put just a little bit on here, something to decorate. So this is basically a 15-minute card. So there you got a little bit of decoration on your envelope, and I will clean that. I'm cleaning using chamois that I get from Stampin' Up. They're in their catalog. They have 2 different methods for cleaning your stamps, besides using the Stays-On cleaner for Stays-On ink. And the other one is this Stampin' Scrub. And I really like this. When you have a lot of ink that's very intricate into your stamp set, the chamois may not do the trick. This has cleaning solution on one side, it's dry on the other, so you just swash it over that. And there you go. So there's card 1 that we did from our class. And I'm just going to move this over here and get the next kit. The next kit is involving heat embossing. And this is the card that we made. To me, this is a wow card. Oops, directions. Has a belly band. So it's a Valentine fun fold. And we heat embossed. Okay. This is retired paper. It's really pretty. So that kind of is like a melon mambo kind of color. So I went with that. So you are going to find this as an online exclusive. I got this whole suite that came with heart-shaped embellishments, the dies, all that good stuff. So in the paper, I love the paper. But here is the kit. So you will need a base that is 5.5 by 11, or no, that's not right. 5.5, yeah, 5.5 by 11, that's right. And you're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 3 3/8 on each side. 1 1/4 and 3 3/8. And then you're going to fold it like so. You're going to have a mountain and a valley on each side. And so that is how that card will look. Then you need a belly band that is, I'd say about 10 inches. 9.5 minimum, but 10 inches by anywhere from an inch, inch and a half. It's your preference, but I made an 1.5 inches by, I think, 9.5 for this belly band out of the white. I cut out this piece that goes on the belly band that is 1 1/4 by 4. That goes on the belly band. Then on the front, I have 2 pieces of the gold foil that are 1 by 5 1/4, and then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper that are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So how does that go? Oh, I think that's how that was supposed to go. But anyway, that's the paper that we got. So that is good. Now I got should have had another piece of paper to go on the envelope. I didn't cut that out yet. So this goes on here, just like, actually it's going to go on here. It's going to cover up your seam. That's how that's going to work. But we will start working on this. And we need some of my retired Melon Mambo and the dies. So this is the Heart of Elegance dies, stamps and dies. So much fun stuff in here. I've got pieces, pieces, pieces. Lots of different hearts, but this is the one that I focused on because this leaves an impression behind. And I really like that. So I'm going to cut this just a little bit because I'm going to put this in my little stamp cut and emboss machine. So we will do this next. So turn that around. Now you would have this heart in your kit. Anything that I don't have to stamp an image and die cut, I will provide. I can't provide any stamped images for Stampin' Up's rules, but I can emboss things and I can die cut things. I just can't send you a stamped image die cut. So there you go. I think that's really pretty. Love that. So I'm going to get this set up and put this back in place. On all the other cards, I used more of a Melon Mambo paper, but that's okay. This will still work. So we have that. We need a piece of scrap paper, which I will use some scrap paper right here. So I need to stamp on that and heat emboss it. So I can put this back in the box. Okay. I'm going to want this for the heat embossing. Let's clean that off. So that's my Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm going to need this heart that I'm going to use from the stamp set, and Sending Lots of Love I'm going to use also. So we got all these nice little stamps around to use. Okay. So I'm going to glue all this stuff together now. Remember, this is a 1 3/4 size, and it's going right here. And they have plain paper on the other side. I mean, this one's got hearts. But whatever the color is on the front, if it's Melon Mambo or more the cherry cobbler or red, that's what the back side generally is those images. So there's this. I'm going to move this more closer to the edge and leave a bigger gap on this side because you just don't see that. Okay. There's that. And that goes right here. And then these go on the front. And you can also buy this gold paper. It's in the catalog. And they have some kind of a special pack that has silver and gold, I think, in the online store. 1st of May, we have a new catalog that comes out. We'll have new in colors. We get new in colors every 2 years, so they last for 2 years, so we'll still have another one. The set that came out last year, those inks will still be good. They do really well with their in colors. I always like them for the most part. So there is that. We could do the inside So sending lots of love. And let's get the ink out. I am missing an ink color. So I'm going to use this black. Oops. I like this black very well. It's nice and crisp. I like that. I also like our Memento. I like it even better when I have it in a separate pad, which that's in another kit. So there's that. Let me clean this off real quick because this stuff is kind of like stays on ink. If you leave it on for any length of time, it's not going to come off. So there's that. I will put that away. And I need, let's use some Real Red and Melon Mambo, I think. Real Red and Melon Mambo. Let's see about that. There's that. That's good. I like that. Don't need anything else, so I won't need that. And we will clean this. Put that away. And that part is done, so the only thing we have left to do is do our belly band and do our embossing for the front. So this is what I do. I usually fold one end and then I do the other. And I want to make sure that it's not tight. You don't want it tight. You don't want it too loose so it just falls off, but you don't want it tight. So put some adhesive right here. That's that. This gets glued on here. And this is 1 1/4, I believe, by 4. And you will have that as well. I send you embellishments or ribbon or both in your kits. So that goes like that. And then this goes on here. Okay, that's going to go there, but not yet. And I'm going to do Happy Valentine's Day. And it's going to be with embossing. So we need Versamark. We need this nice little pad here. I don't know if it has cornstarch or what it has in it. This will take your fingerprints off so that you hopefully don't get your fingerprints in this. You don't want to push this down. You just want to lightly tap all around. It doesn't matter if it's straight because I'm cutting it out. Okay, so hopefully that is there nicely done. Let me get a piece of scrap paper. I'll put that right there. We will get the gold. Okay, that looks good. Let me plop all this back in here. I like heat embossing. It is noisy, but it is fun. Okay, so hopefully this is not going to be too loud. for y'all. But that turned out pretty good. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? Now, you want to leave it set for just a minute because it's a very thick ink and that gold is very hot. It just melts it. So we want to leave that alone. Let's see. We have these embellishments that come with the suite, and I use this eyelet on the gold. So that's the embossing folder I used on that. Okay, this should be okay now. So I'm just going to cut this out because I don't want to take away from the heart and I don't want to take away from the paper. But I want this to shine, okay? I am not trying to make this too fancy. Oops, let's get that in there. I do like to cut out sentiments a lot if I want them smaller. I like that. So that can go right up there. We're going to put this on dimensionals. Here they are. I just want this. Let's see, how far are we going to put this? Because I want this like this. So I probably could put one right there. I have one in the middle on the band. Like that. So we're going to do this kind of like this, right in the middle, like that, and then this is going to go right there on a couple on a couple of dimensionals. And do I have something small? I need a small one, I think. Yeah, I got small. Let's put a small one right there. Those minis do come in handy. There's that. And there's that. Oh, I shouldn't have put that so far, but that's okay. Didn't put it too far. So there's that card. Isn't that sharp? Love that. But then we need to put these hearts on, which you will have gotten in your kit. Okay, so we need, take a big one. These are very flat too, so that's very nice. Nice and flat. I like them. Oops. So now that card is finished. So there's that. And put some designer series on the envelope, and you've got that made, which I did give you that. Either I put it on there already, or you got to make it in your kit. So there is that card. And very pretty. So we'll move all this stuff out of the way and on to the next card. And the next card is, drum roll please, the next card is, out of this suite. Oh my gosh, I love this. Delightful Wishes. I love the paper. Love the paper. That is gorgeous. It has these cute little butterflies. So I did get this suite because I just love this. But this is the card we're making. And then the inside just pulls out like that. You can put a gift card on there. Could totally do that. But that is what we're making out of that sweet today. So your base, what you got in your packet, I did do a wishing. I could die cut that for you, so I did do that. I used the adhesive sheets on this, on the skinny part. This long strip is for your envelope, which probably is already attached to your envelope. This inside is 5 by 3 3/4. That's your white. The base is 11 by 5 1/4, and it is scored on 11 at 4 and 9 1/4, and then on each side 1/2 inch. And I put the tear and tape on for you, and I trimmed the edges so that it wouldn't be so bulky. This needs to be probably trimmed more, I think, because I think it's kind of getting smushed. That's why you want to miter your corners, because they do get kind of mushed. So what you would do if you were doing this whole thing by 11 by 5 1/4, you would have your 5 1/4 this way, and you've got your score lines. You got the fat ones, sorry, this way and this way. And then you got this skinny strip on each end. So you would cut down to here on both sides, and then on the end you miter, and then you cut down. You just take those side flaps off. You only need this part. And then I simply brought this up, did a little mark, and kind of mitered this to make it a better pocket. And then you got, and I rounded the corners also. I used a corner rounder and rounded the corners on that and on that. And it's double-sided. So take a look at your paper and see which side you like better. So I have this. This piece is 1 5/8 by 4 1/8, and it goes right there. And this piece is 3 7/8 by 4 1/8, and the 4 1/8 is this way, the 3 7/8 is this way. But let's see, my original card is this, so I'm going to do the check this time. So I'm going to use that instead, because I'm going to make some flowers and put them on. Real pretty set. I really need to work with this more, because I've seen some things. It's like, oh man, I can totally do that. I can totally do that. So, but I love this little pocket card. The more I learn, the more you'll learn, because I want to show y'all everything. So there's that. You can put like a glue dot on this to seal it shut. I won't do that until I actually want to keep it. There it is. I'm going to take your pick tool so I can take this tear and tape off, which I did put on yours. If you got a kit, you do have this on. I've made this really easy for y'all to make if you bought a kit. And then this just goes right on there like that. Okay, so there's your little pocket. And this will go on your envelope right here. So I'm going to do this way. Put some glue on here. And then we'll put that on. Like that. Just trim this off. It's just a little extra wow when you see a card come to you and the envelope is all pretty. And you can stamp it too. I'm a little worried about stamping sometimes. Now, if I hand it to them, I'm not. But if it gets wet, that's what I'm always worried about. But that'll fit in your envelope. Now, I did die cutting with this. But I have got some scrap paper that I'm going to use and I'm going to stamp on. So I'll get the stamp set out. These are the little beads that you get for your embellishments. And I put like them on glue dots on a separate piece of paper for you. So we'll use those. And we've got a punch that we need. So we need a punch. So we'll do that. Got a punch. There we go with that. So we're done with that. And then we will use this stamp set. Delightful wishes. So what am I wishing? Wishing lots of love, wishing you well, wishing you well, wishing you well. I send this to someone who's not been feeling good. So let's put this out. And the ink, the ink, the ink. So we've got Mossy Meadow. Now I am going to put this on my little punch out right here. I'm going to put it more over to this side. Okay, like this. That works well. Clean this up. See, this is what I'm saying about the chamois. It doesn't get all the little ink off. That's why the Stampin' Scrub does a much better job. At least that's what I think anyway. So I'm going to scrub that because it has all those nice little bristles. Yeah. And then it comes off. So I like that. So I'm going to put that back in the box. We don't need that. Okay, so, oh, I just didn't even see these. So I think I'm going to use these instead. So I'm going to stamp these. Let's get this out. Three. Oh, we'll do one more. Why not? Why not? Let's clean this off. Just going to do something a little different than what I've done in the past. Now, I need a piece of paper. More scrap. More scrap. Because I got to stamp off quite a bit. And see, I haven't used this before, so I'm not quite sure. This has, does it go like this? No. We shall see. There's like a couple together. Is that that? There's that. I think that's like that. Yeah. I think I figured that out. Okay. Stamp it off because it's too dark. And then that. I like this. There. Very pretty. I like that. I've never thought much about yellow, but this suite just really called to me. I thought, oh, I do need to get this. Okay, and then I need to make some leaves. Well, this didn't get cleaned very good. I need to clean this better. This needs to be in the, done with the chamois. Oh, there's something on the other side, isn't there? Oh, I think I got it off. Huh, okay, that worked. Let's put that back. And we'll cover this up. So, dies. Now we need the dies. So I've got this for the leaves, and I have this for the flower. So let's see what we can do with that. And get this done. And then we have one more card, and we're done. I was hoping I could get this done within an hour, so I'm trying. That's how that goes. Oops, my fingers are sticky. I need my tape. There it is. I use this wall safe tape. I get that off Amazon. I like it. It doesn't seem to tear the paper as bad. So there's that. And then I'll do, I don't need all of these. Probably want 3, so I just like to maybe take the best 3. How about that? I wish they gave you like 2 flowers and 2 leaf dies. That would be nice because it would go quicker. So there's one. That did good. And then there's this one. How'd that do? Not bad. Could be better. That's okay. This must not be good paper for some reason, I think. Wait a minute, was it this way? Yeah, it was this way. So let's just do that. And do this. Okay. There's that. And there's that. I think that one did a little better. And then this one. And this one. Maybe that's not the right way. Maybe it's, no. Yeah, that's right. I need to get that one off though. Let's get that one off. I'm doubting myself. Okay, so we got that. Using my tape. And this. And this. And this should be my last ones to die cut. Now this is something that I can't include in your kits because I have to have stamped images. So you would need the stamp set and dies to do these. Now if I just did them on cardstock and it gave a nice impression or whatever the goal was, I could do that. I just can't include images. Okay, so there's that. Move that out of the way. Put these back. can't wait to try some other things out with this. So we have this and this. I'm going to get some glue and put these on there. Just a little bit. Like that. And get another one. And like that. And then this one. Like that. That's good. Now, yellow. Let's take a little bit of yellow and go around white can have such an overly bright to your card, so for me, I like a little bit of color on it. Okay, so we need our dimensionals. Where did they go? Where did they go? There they are. They're underneath something. Okay. So I'm going to put these all on this. Like that. And this. So there's that. I like that. Okay, and then this is going to go on here. Very simple, right? Like this. So cheery. I hope the person that I send this to, that she will appreciate this. I think that's straight, and then we just have to put this on. Yep. Okay. Now this is this is a nice little glue applicator. We do sell a fine tip applicator, but I got this because I got a bunch in one package. And I didn't like the whole idea of there's a little stick that goes in the one that it's a little cleaner. So this, I put like this on the flap, okay? So I did that, and then glue dots. Then I used glue dots for my little bees. Okay. So we'll take a glue dot. Let's see if we can get it. There's one. You can also do liquid glue. I just happen to have lots of glue dots from kits. And then you got these in your kit. I put them on glue dots and attached them to a little piece of card. Okay, trying to make sure that that's stuck. There's that one. This is a take your pick tool. This comes with this pokey one. It's got a flat tip on it. And this has a putty tip for grabbing things. So that's in the catalog as one of the tools. Gosh, I only have 4 of these little bees left. Oh my goodness. And then this piece, or no, this piece, I used a die that's in here that I just thought was kind of interesting looking. This, I want to see what it looked like, so I'm going to go run this through my big cut and emboss, die cut and emboss machine. Going to try that because it's bigger. This piece is, I believe, 3 3/4 by 5. So we'll do that real quick. Lots of little pieces. Sorry. Throw them out of there. They can go on the floor. So I want to poke all these out. It's kind of like they look like little flowers, I think. So put those on the floor, wipe this off. And then what I would like to do is, here's my yellow. That's what I like to do there. And that's all I did with that. I didn't do anything else. Didn't stamp anything in there. I'm just going to write my note in there. And there's that card. This was the first one I did. And I did the small little flowers. And then I did these bigger ones. Different paper, different sides. So there is that card. And we will go to our very last card. We did 4 cards this past week. And the next one is drum roll, please. I didn't use this suite of products. I used the paper. So I'll bring this up. I used the paper for this last card. Love it. I haven't gotten this embossing folder. I'm just not feeling the crabs, lobsters. Sure, it's a cute set, but I just don't think I would use it that much. But I love the paper. So that is what we are using today for our next card. This is my original card, and it uses the DSP. But we're going to use Calypso Coral. So I'm going to bring that kit over. This is how what I do. I put everything for a kit in a box, and then they just can take it and take their stuff out and use it as they need to. I'm going to be using the Seaside Wishes in the annual catalog. Cake Celebration is in the online catalog. And Sharing Loving Crafting. That's an online exclusive also. So we will get going. Need to get all these pieces together. So your base is right here. It is 5.5 by 4 1/4. This is for your envelope flap, and that's about 6 inches by 1.5. I use the postage dies for these too, if you have them. In your kit, I will have already embossed this in the Waves embossing folder, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to emboss this. There's that. This is one of those embossing folders too that you don't have to have. Make sure you have everything straight. I always like that. I do have an embossing folder that I do like a lot, and it's when you have to get stuff straight or it'll look funny. So you'll get that panel like that. This is an easy card, easy. You also got a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5 for the inside. It goes right here. Okay, so I'm going to put some liquid glue on this, and you may have very well gotten a different piece because I made a lot of kits. I pretty much used this paper up with my card party and the kits that I made. As long as you're in the United States, you can get kits for this. It's $20 for the kits. You'll get 4 kits, and that'll mail it. If you're local, it's $15. And you can pick up at my house. So, and there is this. And I just glued this onto there. And when I do this, I wanted it centered, so I just kind of put it centered on here. And then I just apply my glue. Try not to get it too close to the line. And then I just flip it over and place it. I think that works. This one I will put on dimensionals. These are the postage dies. They went with the Lavender Suite in the last catalog. Oops. But, oh, I like these. And it even has little tabs. Has a little, like a postage mark. And then you can make this into tags, so you've got your tags here. Great little set. I just bought the dies. So there's that. Now I'm going to use the birthday cake. Oops, there's my happy. And I used this, and I'm using Calypso Coral, and I'm using, oops, what is that? That looks like the candle. Okay, so we're going to do the layers of the cake full strength. Oops, that's candles. Okay, so I want this down this way. And I think that got a little crooked, but that's okay. Let's clean this. There's that. And then we have this, but we need to stamp off. So I need a piece of scratch paper. Because I don't want, you want to be able to see the difference. And there's that. Got my cake. I could make this multiple layers, but I am not. Okay, then we have our candles. Just wondering where all my little blocks went to. Do I have some in my drawer? Yes, I do. So, oops. It wants to stick to my finger. So we are going to line this up. These are the candles. I need to get a yellow so I can do the lights, and the yellow is right here. And I think these go right like this. I think, yeah, because that tall one. There. Can you see the little flames? Shoot, right? Okay, so we'll put that over there. Let's close these up. I'll use, I think, the black for the, I just put my finger in the ink. Oh my goodness. You cannot keep a stamp pad open around me at all. So I'm going to use, this is what I put my memento in. I bought a white ink pad. They come uninked, and then you get some white craft ink to put on them. And I got Memento ink, and yeah, put the Memento in this pad. It stamps so much better for me. The other pad, I mean, it's not that it doesn't stamp well, but it's a different type of pad, and it dries out fast. That's its problem, that it does dry out fast. So I've done this, and this is awesome. Took almost a whole bottle of ink, but it's awesome. I'm just saying. Awesome, awesome. Very good ink this way. Happy. Very nice. There's my happy and my birthday. And birthday. Very nice. So that goes in there. That is done. And this goes on here. Like this. I could have done a bigger cake though. I should have probably done a bigger cake. Where are my dimensionals? I just had them. There they are. There they went. I've got a pile next to me, guys. A very big pile of stamping stuff. So this is all I'm doing. I'm putting my dimensionals on this. Kind of surprised my dog hasn't come in here trying to get my attention. You don't give her attention every so often. She comes in and starts reminding you that she's still here. She is still here. I think that's straight. So there's that. And now this. This was, what was this? What was the size of this? It was 3 3/4 by 5. And what did I do on the inside? Oh, this one doesn't have an inside. Why doesn't this one have an inside? Oh, that's because it's the one I'm making. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I use the Sharing Loving Crafting just to brighten your day. I really like this. That's probably honestly why I got that stamp set. And I need my black again. And then I will bring in the third stamp set. Very nice. And then I got this stamp set, which is in the annual catalog. So I used a little bit from everywhere today. And then I'm going to use the Coastal or Calypso Coral. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use this. Okay, starfish. I love the ocean. I really do. I wouldn't want to live by it. Too hot. But I do love it. My husband and I are scuba divers. We've been doing it for about 22 years. And still enjoy it very much. We just don't get to do it as much. So this goes on the inside. We need to put some embellishments on. Put our little strip on our envelope, and we are done. that straight? I think that's straight. See, I wasn't a fan of this paper, so that's why I like this kind of card for this. But I know a lot of people do. Oh, we need our embellishments. Purple adhesive sequins. Well, I'm not using purple. I'm using the white ones on this color of a card. And several of you would have gotten that from me. Whoops. And and there's that. So we got that, and our envelope is right here. This side, see, you've got a choice. I'm probably going to do this side. If I had a bigger, like an envelope flap, I would probably use the lobster and the crab. Probably would. You could see more of it. And it's not that I don't like seafood either, because I do. I do like seafood. But I'm kind of funny. I don't like getting my hands messy. I mean, I will eat fried chicken with my hands, but that's not that messy. But like, I like ribs. I like the taste of ribs, but I like the boneless ribs better. But I don't like getting my hands all messy. That's just the bottom line there. Like with crab and lobster, I generally get pretty messy. So I even have a hard time eating corn. I like it when I have the little, those little yellow things you put on the end of the corn. Yeah, that's me. I almost feel like I have to have that. I have a hard time eating the corn without it. So there's your 4th card. So I hope you enjoy these cards, and if you got the kits, I hope you get to play with them and make the cards. And if you need to reach out to me, AK Gal Stamps on Facebook, and that's my email. So I will see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye.